Hey guys, I'm Dupree, and today I will be showing you a few Masse shots that I have not taught you yet. So it's always good to have a very big arsenal of shots, a very big little sack of shots that you can pull out whenever you need them, because you never know what's going to come up. The hardest shots tend to come up a lot. So there's a lot of different variations of tough shots that do come up fairly often, and not every option is always open. So let's just go over a few options here. So we are playing 8-ball, and we are on the 8-ball. So we have a few ways to get out of here, get out of this trap. We could try to toughly bridge over this one. I'm not sure how you would even do that. This is such an uncomfortable shot, and you could foul that so easily and try to just barely spin that out of that little gap. But you see how easy it is to foul and how uncomfortable it is. The other option would be to go 2 rails behind that 3 and try to make it, which as you see is possible. But let's just move this 1 in front of that complete path. We could try to come in from this side and barely spin it around and make that 8-ball, which is probably the best option, but sometimes that is blocked too. So let's move this 6 backwards. Now we can't even get around the 6. So, most common path would probably be to bank right here, but you see that is blocked unless you use a lot of reverse English, which is hard to control. You gotta use a lot of left English to get there. I mean right English to get there, so you can bounce off, because if you hit it, you see we go wide every time. So, the Masse shot I'm going to teach you here is to come up and curve around this ball right here, in between the gap between the 2 and 6, come backwards and make this 8 right here. And the good thing about this shot, imagine this is our cue ball coming from this direction, about to curve. You can miss this 8-ball by quite a ways and still be able to make it. So our cue ball hit around this first diamond line right here, and we still were able to make this ball. So the spin that you need to use right here is low left. We're curving backwards and to the left, and we're hitting around right here. Now this is one of the tougher Masse shots, and you may say, why would you shoot this in a game? Who would ever shoot this in a game? I guarantee you this has been shot in a game before. I've seen it multiple times. If you watch snooker, you've seen it multiple times. If you watch regular pool, this is a shot that is pulled multiple times. So this is one that you might want to kind of practice. Don't spend too much time on this, but still practice it. So we're going to aim around here, a little slanted. That low left will really take it that way, so we'll be fine. We're hitting with a lot of elevation. I may have to change the side of where I'm shooting this on when I actually shoot it because of this light right here. But I'll try to get it with the same setup with this light right here. I have a big fan above me and my cue hits it when I elevate like that. But that's enough talking. Let's get into the shot, and here it is. This next shot right here is a shot called the yo-yo Masse shot. I don't know if you know this already, but curve shots are called Masse shots, and that's just the correct terminology for it. So we have this shot right here, and we're trying to make the 8-ball. Pretty sure I set this up where the 8-ball is not possible to be cut into the side pocket. You have a few other options to shoot. You could shoot with heavy left spin and hit off of that rail and try to come back. I know you can't see that with the camera angle I set up. Or you could go 2 rails on the other 2 rails, like go this way and hit the long rail then the short rail and try to come around and hit that 8-ball, but that's still fairly difficult. Or you could shoot the yo-yo Masse. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come up, curve around, and hit this 8-ball somewhere on this side. Because this 8-ball, pretty much anywhere it's hit on that side, will go into the pocket. So you have a wide range that you can hit. The only problem would be scratching into the side. That's the only thing you have to watch out for, but that is pretty rare with the yo-yo Masse because you're usually coming in from that direction. So yo-yo masse, we are coming backwards and to the left because we want to hug this rail right here. So we're using back left, not a lot of left. So just around right here is where we are hitting. I'm sorry, it's blurry. But you see that little B to the left? If you take this and put it like this, then we're hitting down right here. We are elevating a full 90 degrees. Your cue should be straight up and down into the air. We're hitting fairly hard. This is a tough shot. So it's not a first try, every try shot. It's about 1 in every 3 tries. We're going to aim for the third diamond. We're aiming at a slant. We're aiming about a ball's length above the ball we're trying to hit. So it would be aiming like that. I might have to move it again because of this fan, but I will try to shoot it on this side. Make sure your tip follows through the table. Make sure you're chalked up because a miscue can really hurt your thumb or fingers, and it can hurt your table. So you want to be able to shoot this shot correctly, and the only way to do that is practicing. So practice this shot, and here it is. Now this next shot is one that I have taught before, but I have not explained it a lot. I've not taught it a lot, and I taught it a while ago, so a few of you may be new to this. So masseing off of another ball. So we can make this ball right here, but we don't have very good shape on the 8 after it. So we can shoot, but you see our cue ball does not really go where we want it to go. So we can try to cut this and go around and try to get shape on the 8 ball. But a better option would be to masse into this ball, make the 2, and have our cue ball come back here for the 8 ball. Now this shot, you need to hit the cue ball thicker than you did last time. And keep in mind, do not shoot this shot if the ball is right here. Because when you masse into the ball, this ball really doesn't have much energy in it. It'll just go like that. But this ball has a ton of energy in it. This ball maintains its energy, but this ball does not carry on the regular energy. Usually, when a pool ball is struck, all the energy leaves from this ball. If it's struck full, it leaves from this ball and goes into this ball. And this ball carries on at the same rate that this ball. So whatever speed this ball is going when it contacts this ball will maintain that speed. That is not the case with masse shots. This ball will go much slower than this ball because you're hitting a lot harder than a regular shot. Now we do need our cue ball to kind of hook, so we're hooking to the right. So we need to shoot with bottom right, and we are aiming right here. So we're aiming to cut it a little bit so we can come back. That right spin is usually to help if we hit this rail. It helps us spin down here. You need to elevate really as much as you want to. There's not a set limit. Just elevate enough to where you don't foul the ball. And here it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button down below. If you want to be notified when I post a new video, you can click the subscribe button and then the bell icon right next to it. That'll just send you an email and a notification saying that I've uploaded a new video. If you would like to improve your game even further, I'd like to introduce you to the IQ training ball. Now this ball can be really helpful. Now I'm going to demonstrate something to you real quick. If you hit the cue ball really far on its left side, you see how it squirts off to the right? The cue ball still does that if you don't use that much English. So if you use a little bit of left, it will still go off to the right. So this tool helps you know if you are hitting directly in the center of the cue ball when you think you are. So I'm going to aim for what I think is center. I can tell that went forward a little bit. And you see our tip mark is kind of high. It's not directly in the center. It's pretty close. So this is what I would classify as a good hit. So this ball really helps me, as you can see. Normally I would be a little bit off. It's hard to hit in the center every time, but look at that. Directly on the center, just a little tad bit above. About like a picometer above. There's a billion of those in a millimeter, I'm pretty sure. But great tool to improve your game. If you'd like to order one of these, you can go to www.iqclinic.com. icueclinic.com. That's icueclinic.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.